back to another exciting Issa football thing with DJ SNS. Another week, baby. You know how it goes, be in the books. I got my man Eddie George, one of the greatest running backs of NFL time, on the show this week. So you know how it's going to be. It's going to be very exciting. Let's start off with my Patriots. Of course, my New England Patriots. We dismantled the Oakland Raiders. You know what I'm talking about. 33-8 was the final score. My man Tom Brady, first quarterback, only quarterback to have 3 touchdowns, over 300 yards, and no interceptions in 3 different countries. If that ain't the GOAT, I don't know what you call him. I call him Brady GOAT. That's what it's about. You know what I'm saying? Brady went for 30 for 37, 339 yards, 3 touchdowns. Dion Lewis, 10 carries, 60 yards. Rex Burkhead, 5 carries, 16 yards. The homie Brandon Cook, 6 receptions, 149 yards, 1 touchdown. You know how my Pats do, man. We just come to shut it down, man. Our offense is back on fire. Our defense is back the way it's supposed to be. I mean, they're gonna give us some credit somehow. Everybody, people's on the bandwagon before they jumped off, and everybody want to be on the bandwagon. I'm telling you, I told you, I never doubt my guys. TB12 always comes through for me. You know what I'm saying? Gronk, 3 receptions for 36 yards. Dion Lewis, 4 receptions for 28 yards and a touchdown. I mean, the Raiders, look at the Raiders, man. Derek Carr, 22 for 49, 237 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. You're not gonna get it done like that, baby. Another week, the Patriots hold another person under 16 points. Marshawn Lynch had a very efficient game, 11 carries, 67 yards. Jalen Richards, 4 carries, 19 yards. Michael Crabtree, locked down, 6 receptions, 51 yards. Amari Cooper, locked down, 3 receptions, 28 yards, 1 touchdown. Jared Cook, 2 receptions, 36 yards, locked down. What more can I say, man? My Pats, baby, you know what it is. Final score, 33-8, New England over the Raiders. Let's go to the Thursday night game. Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Tennessee Titans. 40-17, Pittsburgh wins. It was a good win by Pittsburgh. Am I excited? Of course I'm not excited because, you know, Pittsburgh been getting by. A lot of these teams been letting Pittsburgh off the hook, man. A lot of these teams been letting them off the hook. Indianapolis, y'all let them off the hook a week ago. And Tennessee, y'all did the same thing. Ben Roethlisberger, he went for 30 for 44, 299 yards, 4 touchdowns. That was a very efficient game. Le'Veon Bell, 12 carries for 46 yards. They stopped the run game for Le'Veon Bell, but he's more than just a run game. He also out the backfield. He had 9 receptions, 57 yards. Antonio Brown, he balled out. 10 receptions, 144 yards, 3 touchdowns. Balled out. He balled out. Juju Schuster, the rookie, the exciting rookie, that 5 touchdowns the touchdown every game streak is over now. It's done. But you are an exciting player. You might cause us some problems when we play you all week 15, my Patriots, but I doubt it though. Jesse James, the tight end, he had a touchdown for 21 yards. Marcus Mariota, you had an efficient game. You was all right. 22 for 33, 301 yards, 1 touchdown. Doug Henry and DeMarco Murray. I gotta ask a question. To me, I think those are the 2 more prolific backs on one team in the league, besides Mark Ingram and Alvin Kamara. But I think that Doug Henry and DeMarco Murray are good, but they're not. Something wrong with Tennessee's offensive schemes. Your offensive schemes seem predictable. Come on, you gotta let both of them guys beat. They're the nucleus to beat people. Because after they shut down Rashard Matthews or Delanie Walker, you're dead. Doug Henry, 7 carries, 32 yards. DeMarco Murray, 8 carries, 10 yards. That's not going to get it done, man. He's a better back than that. Rashard Matthews, 5 receptions, 113 yards, 1 touchdown. He balled out. Delaney Walker, 6 receptions for 92 yards. He balled out. But at the end of the day, Pittsburgh beats the Titans 40-17. All right, I'm gonna go to one of the good games I actually watched this weekend. Minnesota Vikings versus the Rams, 24-7. Case Keenum, 27 for 38, 280 yards, 1 touchdown. Latavius Murray, 15 carries, 95 yards. He had 2 touchdowns. Jerick McKinnon, 14 carries, 148 yards. Yo, I'm telling you, the Vikings are going to be a problem in the NFC. So NFC, I've been warned. The Vikings are going to be a problem. I said the Vikings in the beginning, and I said Pittsburgh, I mean Philly in the beginning, in the NFC. I wasn't sold in on the Giants. I knew the Giants were going to be the way they was going to be because Eli is shady. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to one of my favorite receivers in the game, Alan Thielen, 6 receptions, 123 yards, 1 touchdown. He's always efficient. He always consistent. He's a good receiver, man. Kyle Rudolph, 5 receptions, 58 yards. Stephon Diggs, 4 receptions, 32 yards. He balled out a little bit, but they got to get the ball to Stephon Diggs a little more. You know what I mean? Create some better routes for this guy. I thought the Rams was going to do a little better than that. I mean, they got shut down. Jared Goff, 23 for 37, 225 yards. Todd Gurley, 15 carries, 37 yards, 1 touchdown. Todd Gurley was all right. He wasn't really a factor in terms of his touchdown, but they kind of shut Jared Goff down, man. I mean, I got to say that. Robert Woods, he had 81 yards, 8 receptions. Cooper Kupp, 64 yards, 6 receptions. Sammy Watkins, he only had 36 yards with 3 receptions. You got to get that ball to Sammy Watkins a little more, man. Sammy Watkins, I ain't going to lie. Between Kupp, Woods, and Matthews, the Rams got an exciting offense. But the better team won Sunday. Final score, 24 Vikings, Rams 7. Let's go to one of the surprising teams, one of the most surprising teams. The Jacksonville Jaguars against the Browns. Of course, you know the Jacksonville, they beat the Browns. Like, the Browns is just, I'm sorry. Cleveland, I'm sorry. The Browns are just sorry. I mean, like, really, really. Blake Bortles, 17 for 30, 154 yards, 1 touchdown. Leonard Fournette, he balled out, 28 carries, 114 yards. And I say he really balled out. He had 28 carries, and he had 114 yards. Should have had more than that, but it is what it is. TJ Yeldon, 5 carries, 15 yards. A little shady right there, bro. But they got to give you more carries. Shout out to Marquise Lee, 45 yards on 5 receptions. Pete Westbrook, 35 yards on 3 receptions. Mercedes Lewis, 2 receptions, 28 yards and a touchdown. I ain't gonna lie, Jacksonville's doom is gonna be in Blake Bortles. What Blake Bortles you gonna get today? You know what I'm saying? You never know. You might get this Blake Bortles this day. You might get an erratic Blake Bortles, or you might get an efficient Blake Bortles. I mean, you don't know what you're gonna get with Blake Bortles. You know what I'm saying? As far as the Browns, Deshaun Kaiser, I like Deshaun Kaiser. 16 for 32, 179 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. That ain't gonna get it done, homie. Honestly speaking, that's not gonna get it done. You gotta, use your feet. That's what God gave you this speed for. Get out that pocket. If you see it, check down and get out the pocket. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta get the ball. You gotta create more. Your offensive line gotta create more run gaps for Crowell. Isaiah Crowell, 11 carries, 18 yards. They gotta give him some help. Like, you gotta create more schemes on that offense, on your offensive premise. Like, come on. Corey Coleman, 6 receptions, 80 yards. Duke Johnson Jr., 4 receptions, 56 yards, and 1 touchdown. Browns look promising, but they're 0-9. Jacks, 19, Browns 7. I mean, what more can I say? This is one of the most exciting games of the day. Now, I went out to eat with my brothers, and I was watching this game as well. the New Orleans Saints against the Redskins. Now, I think the Redskins played these guys very, very tight. They was winning the game, 31-17 in the fourth quarter with 4 minutes and 35 seconds left. So I leave to go home to get prepared for my Pats game at 4:25. And out of nowhere, they're tied up. Like, I'm looking like, what the hell happened? This is what happened. Drew Brees, Hall of Fame quarterback. 29 for 41, 385 yards, 2 touchdowns. That's what happened. You know what else happened? Mark Ingram and Alvin Kamara, who I said earlier. Mark Ingram, 11 carries, 134 yards, 1 touchdown. He balled out. Alvin Kamara, 8 carries, 42 yards, but he also had 6 receptions for 74 yards and a touchdown in the air, all around back. That 1-2 tandem right there is why the Saints are 8-2. Saints are really legit. Like, I mean, the Redskins could have did a lot, but, you know, I mean, Kobe Fleener, he didn't get the ball. He had his 91 yards. He had 5 receptions for 91 yards. He didn't get the ball until the fourth quarter, when it was 5 minutes left in the game. He started getting the ball. His first touch was at like 4 minutes and change. And he had 91 yards. So I say, Drew Brees, you got to stay using him. You got to put him in this game. Kobe Fleener ain't a bum. You got to treat him like he a bum. I mean, he can't get separation sometimes, but he's big for a reason. Feed him the rock. Mike Thomas, 6 receptions, 91 yards. Ted Ginn, 6 receptions, 87 yards. I mean, it's New Orleans, baby. Kirk Cousins, on the other hand, all my Redskin fans, Kirk Cousins played an efficient game, 22 for 32, 322 yards, 3 touchdowns. He played a very efficient game. But he lost in overtime. Sam Perrine, 23 carries, 117 yards, 1 touchdown. Chris Thompson, who I do like, young boy I do like, 4 carries, 17 yards. He got injured. He's out for the season. That was a blow. That kind of hurt because I like him when he played. Very exciting. Very, very exciting rookie. But he's going to be good in this league. Trust me. Josh Doxson, 4 receptions, 81 yards. Jamison Crowder, 7 receptions, 72 yards. Vernon Davis, he had 67 yards on 3 receptions. Ryan Grant, he had 59 yards on a touchdown on 3 receptions. But to no avail, New Orleans beats the Redskins overtime 34-31. The New York Giants. I know people be looking at me like, SNS, how dare you go against your Giants? Well, let me tell you something. I like one team in New York. Always been since 1976, a Yankee fan. I've always been a Yankee fan. I'm going to die a Yankee fan. I never liked the Jets. I never liked the Giants. I didn't even like the Giants when Bill Belichick coached them. No, I ain't gonna lie. I'm never gonna lie. I ain't gonna say that. I'm never gonna say that. The 1990 Giants, I kind of was on them. I'm not gonna front about that. I'm never gonna front on them. I kind of was on them. 1990 Giants, I was kind of on them. Shout out to the Giants. But the Giants of now, you got problems. Y'all won a game though. Y'all 2-8. Y'all 2-8. Congrats. Eli Manning, 19 for 35, 205 yards. Orleans Darkwa, 20 carries, 74 yards and a touchdown. Wayne Gilman, 6 carries, 19 yards. Roger Lewis, who made the spectacular catch to put y'all over the top to beat the Chiefs, made a spectacular catch, 55 yards on 3 receptions. Tavares King, 3 receptions, 48 yards. Evan Ingram, 1 reception, 9 yards. So, you know, Giants, y'all should be playing like this. Should have been playing like this all season. Your defense, Janoris Jenkins is a problem. DRP's a problem. JPP's a problem. Snacks is a problem. No one should be able to run on you. You got Snacks in the middle. I know you lost Olivia Vernon. I know that. I understand he's one guy. Like y'all got weapons. Y'all got a great defense. The Chiefs, Alex Smith went back to being Alex Smith. He did a team who we thought they are. The Kansas City Chiefs is the team we thought they are. Just like the Bills, just like a couple other teams. Alex Smith, 27 for 40, 230 yards, 2 interceptions. It's not going to get it done. Kareem Hunt, 17 carries, 73 yards. 16 carries, 73 yards. Where's this Kareem Hunt that was from the first 5 games? Oh, you know where that guy is at? He's back in those 5 games. When you do something new, there's a thing called, we have tape on every team. When you go to the tape, when you go to the film room, we are learning everybody learn how to defend that jet sweep. Andy Reid's a great coach, but Andy Reid kind of shot his shot too early. Should have held that jet sweep to the playoffs when no one could study it. It'll take too many weeks to study to stop it. That could have been your way to propel y'all through the playoffs. That jet sweep with Tyreek Hill faking to the left and right, and you give it to Kareem Hunt, let him run up the thing. That's unstoppable. It used to be unstoppable. Tyreek Hill, he was held to 1 reception, 16 yards. Giants put the clamps on Tyreek Hill. Hurt me in fantasy though. Travis Kelce, he had 109 yards and 8 receptions. He balled out, but no touchdowns. That's where it means nothing. You know what I mean? Like Travis Kelce is known for scoring, getting yards and scoring. I'd rather him have 50 yards and have 2 touchdowns. That's better for me. You know what I'm saying? Final score, the Giants beat the Chiefs 12-9. What else? The Bengals against the Denver Broncos. Well, Denver lost again. I just want to say that to you. Denver lost again. Denver now lost 6 straight. You got John Elway calling y'all soft. And I can say you brought this on yourself. I'm going to tell you why. When you let TJ Ward go, that's when y'all started to lose. Think about it. Let's go back to when y'all let him go. He's not happy in Tampa Bay, but he'd rather stay with his team, but y'all cut him. It's karma. That's why you're not winning. It's karma. It's karma. But the Bengals showed up. Andy Dalton, very efficient day, 15 for 25. 154 yards, 3 touchdowns. The rookie Joe Mixon, 20 carries and 49 yards. It was all right. The monster AJ Green, 4 receptions, 50 yards, 1 touchdown. See, that's an efficient game from a wide receiver. As long as you contribute to have your team score. That's what I'm talking about. Alex Erickson, he had 2 receptions, 42 yards. He had a touchdown. Taylor Croft, he had 2 receptions for 12 yards. Even he scored. That's 3 touchdowns right there. 3 different wide receivers. That's how you got to do it. Brandon LaFell, he had 37 yards on 3 receptions, but he ain't scored them. But, you know, they're just saying that the efficiency, the offensive efficiency, that's what y'all should have been doing all the weeks. Cincinnati, y'all playoff hopes is dead. I'll see y'all next year. Y'all might be good next year. Denver. Why I say Brock Osweiler didn't play a bad game. 23 for 42, 255 yards, 1 interception, 1 touchdown. Yeah, it's all right. He did all right. Dante Booker, 14 carries, 44 yards. C.J. Anderson, 13 carries, 37 yards and a touchdown. That running game got to get better. I like Booker and I like Anderson. They're both good running backs. They gotta create some better schemes for them. You know what I mean? You gotta go back to the way Kubiak had it. The Kubiak had them running the run. He had them doing schemes. Y'all don't have them doing no schemes. Like, come on. Demaryius Thomas, 5 receptions, 64 yards, 1 touchdown. Austin Taylor, 4 receptions, 36 yards. Devontae Booker in the air, he had 54 yards on 5 receptions. End of the day, Denver lost a 6th game. The president of John Elway called him soft. And the Bengals, their playoff hopes is dead. I mean, call it a meaningless game? Nah, I wouldn't call that a meaningless game. I would call the game just a regular average game to me. I'm glad Denver's not going to be in the playoffs because I don't want to see Von Miller ever again. Shout out to my homie Von Miller, all right? I don't want to see him. You think I want to see? Think my Pats want to see Von Miller? No way. All right. What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna go get my man Eddie George. You know what I'm saying? Get him on the FaceTime, and that's what we're gonna do. It's a football thing with DJ SNS. We'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to It's a Football Thing with DJ SNS. I got my good friend, one of the great backs, Hall of Fame honoree, soon to be in the Hall of Fame like this year, right? You're gonna be in this year, right?
We'll see. We'll see, man. You know, the powers that be make that decision, man.
The great Eddie George from the Titans, formerly the Titans, but the Houston Oilers before that, right?
Yep, Houston Oilers, Tennessee Titans. 1 year with the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, I don't count that.
Neither do I.
What's up, my brother? You good?
Man, you know what, Ash? Man, it's glad to be seen and not viewed, man. Life can be so short in a heartbeat, man. That's why you gotta take the time out to those that you love and create memories. You know what I mean?
I mean,
tomorrow's not promising nobody, brother. So I'm just blessed to see another day of life, bro.
Well, right now, like that football life puts you up crazy right now. Like y'all didn't know. If y'all go check it out. Go check it out online. They do the Football Life, NFL Network. There's a thing called the Football Life, and they honored my man Eddie George last Friday. It aired Friday just passed. Go online and go look at that and look at the story of the great running back, my good friend Eddie George. Did you watch football this weekend?
Of course, man.
Okay.
I watched college. When the college football wasn't a lot of great matchups.
You know, I'm not
real disappointed.
I'm not a college guy. I love NFL.
I see. I didn't know that you was a Pats fan.
Oh, you didn't know I was a Pats fan this time?
I thought I guess all the years I've known you, I didn't know you was a Pats fan until about 3-4 years ago.
I became a Pats fan because I did an event with Curtis Martin.
Okay.
And that guy was so much of he's just like you, real genuine dude. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, and you know, I had just finished letting the Cowboys go because they did Emmett so bad.
Oh wow!
When they did Emmett and Michael Irvin the way they did them, I said, why am I a fan of them?
Yeah.
I know a lot of people like the Cowboys, but why am I a fan of them? They did Emmett dirty. Emmett gave them that number. That number should never be used ever again. He should have went to Arizona. Was Arizona?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it was Arizona. Yeah. Why?
I know.
So after that, I had no team. So at that time, he was down with the Patriots, and I liked Bill Parcells as well. Shout out to Curtis Martin, but Bill Parcells took him away and took him with him, and took him with the Jets, and I stayed with the Patriots. And then, you know, I always liked Michigan as a college. So, but I wasn't a Tom Brady fan. I was a Drew Henson fan.
Yeah.
Then the Yankees
the
Yankees took him away for that $55 million. And then the rest was.
So what do you do? You gotta take that money, right?
The rest was history. So I'm gonna tell a story, ladies and gentlemen. We did a show back in the day called This Is the Life, right? That's what it's called.
Yep,
ESPN did a show called This Is the Life. Shout out to Rich Kleiman. That was his show. He handles all Kevin Durant stuff. That was his show, and Eddie George had me come to his house to teach him a little thing about DJing. So I didn't really know too much about Eddie George until that. Like sometimes when you're in life, you get a perfect picture of a person when you're in front of them. Mm-hmm. So I'm talking to Eddie, and Eddie's like, yo, you know, I mean, when I was in college, your mixtapes got me through college. And I'm like, really? So we walk into the living room, and he had my mixtape on his Heisman Trophy.
Yep.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you're into sports, you know what a Heisman Trophy, how coveted of such a achievement that is. This is Eddie George, Ohio State. He had my mixtape on his Heisman. I felt so honored, and his knowledge of music is really he shocked me, and that he really could DJ. All I told him was, small stuff, but this guy is a great DJ. One of the greatest running backs in the NFL, top 10 of my picks. But
thank you, brother.
You know how that goes. With DJ Eddie George. We're gonna go DJ Eddie George.
Man, I do remember that night, man, and I will never forget that mixtape, man. It opened up with World Famous.
Oh yeah.
And that was the first, really my first introduction to MOP.
Yeah.
And that was just like the underground, man. That was that feel good music, man. It was gutter, it was celebratory, it was everything, man, and I'll never forget that mixtape. In fact, I think I still have it in my attic somewhere. But,
wow. I appreciate
man,
you, man.
It's just one of those deals where music and athletics go hand in hand, because you don't understand how certain artists or certain songs put you in a different frame of mind for what you have to do, especially when you play football, and especially when you play running back.
When you're in college.
Because you got to be in a mind frame that you can't be stopped at all costs. Nothing can get in your way.
Absolutely.
And you got to understand that you got 11 guys coming at your head 60 minutes plus, so you got to be in a warrior frame of mind. You got to get them before they get you. So it's a big time chess match at the same time. So you really getting your mind ready for warfare. No disrespect to our veterans and what they do for our country.
Yes.
I'm not comparing football to war, but it's a mind frame that you definitely have to get your mind wrapped around in order to do that job effectively.
Well, when back in the days when that meeting happened with me and you, I kind of watched Trent Richardson, his story when he had all his friends around him, they was going at him for his money and everything. There's one thing he has said. You don't understand the things that we young black football players go through in college, of having no money or having financial problems in college because they don't pay us, which they should. We said, but what they don't. And I have friends that play football that went to college, and that person been close friends, and they were like, S, man, sometimes the S, could I borrow something? Like, no problem. You know what I'm saying? But I understand that I've been on the campuses, and I've been in the dorm rooms, and understand that right there. And I was like, damn. But what they used to say to me is, yo, you gotta leave me that mix you did this weekend. And I never knew how much instrumental that my mixtapes were to players. As well as the people who protect our country. Because if you understand, the military always wanted mixtapes. They were our biggest supporters.
Right.
So they always had our mixtapes, and they would do that through their training regiments. Like the guys, like my cousin, like my brother, he's a sergeant. He just did 20 years in the military. He just got out. He's 20 years in. He's a sergeant in the Marines. So I'm like, all them years he had my mixtapes.
Wow.
He was like, yo, he said, I went through years of just having mixes from you, listen to you on the radio.
Yeah.
All that helped me help me through my training. He said, you don't understand, training in the military is hard, and I know training in the NFL is hard. So when I saw, when I talk about that story every time, I get it even more. I said, that's why he coveted that mixtape and put it in another special place in his heart, which is the Heisman Trophy.
Right.
That's an achievement. That's an achievement when you get in college. To win the bowl, and get a Heisman Trophy. Some people take a Heisman Trophy over the bowl any day.
Yeah.
Because if you don't win the bowl,
the Heisman's are forever.
If you get a Heisman, you might be number 1 or 2. If you don't win the bowl or not. If you get a Heisman Trophy for that year, that's your easy pass in the top 5 of the draft.
Or at least the conversation of.
Yeah, that's definitely number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, what was your take from this weekend in the games? Like, what separated?
Man,
what was regular thought?
I thought that Pittsburgh and Tennessee faced off. Because of course, Tennessee's my team. I thought that Tennessee was on the verge. They had an opportunity to show the nation that they were ready to take that next step in terms of being a serious contender. But Pittsburgh, being who they are, how they're coached, their pedigree, put the hammer down and showed that they're going to contend with your Patriots for the AFC title. I think their team is ready to rock and roll.
I think that Tennessee doesn't know how to use Doug Henry and DeMarco Murray together. Because there's no better 1-2 running back tandem in the league than Henry and Murray.
But when you throwing 4 interceptions in the game, it's tough to get the run game going. So but
that saves him from throwing 4 touchdowns.
Yeah.
That's supposed to save him from that.
But Mariota struggled mightily in that. So it was tough for them to even get into the running game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I like what I see out of Pittsburgh. Philadelphia is a serious problem. They're serious.
Yeah, I
thought by now that Philly would have lost games they should have won, but they're showing signs to me that they are an elite team because they struggled with Dallas and they did what they should have done to Dallas was blow them out once they figured them out.
Yeah.
And Wentz is the real deal. They run the ball effectively in between the tackles now with Ajayi.
Yeah.
And the defense is serious. Philly is a complete football team right now. I like what I see out of them. And, of course, the Patriots. I think Tom Brady is Tom Brady. He is the quintessential pocket quarterback who's going to dissect the defense no matter what's thrown at him. I mean, you can't rattle that guy.
Yeah,
or the Patriots. I mean, they're just a well-coached football team, and their defense from week 4 till now is night and day. And you can see the maturity, you can see the leadership, and you can see how the chemistry's developed over that span of time.
Sure did.
And now they're about to make a serious push. Now the rest of the league is really a toss-up. You just don't know who's coming and who's going.
I do, kinda. Minnesota looks very, like, I think Minnesota, if it comes to a head thing in the playoffs, Minnesota might get rid of Philadelphia.
I mean, possibly because of the defense, but do you really believe in the quarterback?
Yeah.
You think he's a championship? Really? You think he's a championship quarterback?
I think Case Keenum.
I don't think Case Keenum's a championship quarterback. I think he's playing good football.
No, because
but I don't think he hasn't faced the pressures of a playoff game yet. And it's one thing to be the hunted and then to be the hunter. Right now, they're the hunter.
Well, the Rams
are going to figure him out, and I'm just curious to see what happens with that.
Well, I thought that the Rams would have did that this weekend. I thought the Rams were going to give them their first legit test, and the Rams didn't. That showed me that, I don't know, these guys look a little potent because they're not asking Case Keenum to do too much.
Right.
So it's easy to manage a football team when you're not asking them to do too much. people used to say that about Kansas City, but I knew Kansas City was going to be Kansas City because of the simple fact that Reed is a great coach. I like Reed, but that jet sweep play, he showed. You know, like in cards, you show your hand too quick.
Yeah.
And then you, or say you play hard basketball for 3 quarters and you wear out the 4th.
Yep.
That's what Andy Reid did. That jet sweep with Tyreek Hill is a dangerous move. But what happened, he used it every game. He used it every game for the first 5 games. You know, from being an NFL player, when you watch the tapes and they study you for using one play, they'll know how to defend it. At least after 3 or 4 games, they'll know how to defend it. And then after that, teams start defending it. Now, Kareem Hunt was the number 1 running back. He was the number 1 running back for 5 weeks. You don't hear his name anymore, do you?
Nah.
This is what I'm saying. You don't hear him anymore.
But when I think about playoff teams and I think about serious contenders, it starts at the quarterback position.
It does.
I know that, and I know that Minnesota's playing well, and he's playing hot right now. But the mainstays are Brady, Wentz, Roethlisberger.
I have to see what they're gonna do. I gotta see what Philly's gonna do when someone shuts their run down. How is Carson Wentz going to play effectively if Ajayi's gonna have a bad game and LeGarrette Blount and the rest of their running squad, they can't run the ball. So when you're gonna put the game in Wentz's hands to throw it, then you become if a team makes them one-dimensional,
and I think Wentz has. I think he has it in him to get it done. He's shown it. He's proven it. He can make every throw. He can throw the deep ball. It's the receivers that have to step up for him. I like the tight end. I like Ince. I think he's Ertz.
Ertz is bona fide great. But all I'm saying is, like if they play against Seattle, right? Let's just say Seattle makes it. They play against Seattle. We all know that you're not running on Seattle.
I think now you can.
No, we did without Cam Chancellor.
Was out for the year. He played a critical part in their run defense.
Yes, you're right. I'm sorry.
He was that 8th guy in the box and goes unblocked. That changes.
You're right.
Sherman is gone. They're banged up. Seattle is now.
But you still They still got Wagner.
You really look out for. I tell you, a team you really need to look out for is Carolina.
I forgot. I'm saying Carolina's going to be in the Super Bowl. I'm saying Carolina's going to be in the Super Bowl again this year. It's going to be Carolina against the Patriots. That's my Super Bowl. I want that. Because I live here in Charlotte. I want that, but I am a Patriots fan. I want that to be so I can shut people up here. I want that. Carolina has the hands down. Carolina has the best.
They're gonna take away the steaks from you, man. Them free steaks and all that down in Carolina
no, they love me. No, they love me here. They love me here. They know I love the Patriots, but I root sometimes. But Cam sometimes can be a knucklehead. Sometimes like Cam can be Cam, but then some days he can be Cam. But some days he can just be regular Cam. Scam Newton. They call him Scam Newton. That's what Charlotte called him. After the Super Bowl, I've never seen so many people go against a quarterback that they from the city. They call him Scam Newton. This is all people in Charlotte call him Scam Newton. And I was like, I said, damn, y'all not loyal to this man. This man got you to a Super Bowl. Y'all ain't seen a Super Bowl since y'all lost against us. But, but otherwise,
it's interesting though, man.
What you got going on, bro? What you got going on? Let the world know what you got going on.
Well, right now, man, I've been doing some acting, doing NCISLA, did some stuff on Ballers.
Oh, okay.
Did some stuff on Broadway. Just looking to do some various projects there. On the entrepreneurial side, I do wealth management. I got my my Series 766 license. Working with high net worth individuals, other athletes, trying to help them with their finances during the game and certainly afterwards. And right now, man, just raising my sons, man, just trying to, be at as many games, as many functions as I can, and really enjoy my wife and my family, travel a little bit more, and do things that I always wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? And going and plan a trip to go to South Africa and Australia. And,
I'm dying to go to South Africa.
Yeah. So, dog, just trying to enjoy life.
Life after football. Life after football.
Life after football, man. It just continues to evolve and grow.
You still DJing though, right?
Of course. I haven't had a chance to get on the ones and twos in a while, but I'm constantly getting new music. In fact, I was going to give you a call. There's a project that I'm trying to create, man. A time frame when I was in the military school, and it was just a melting pot of culture, and it wraps around the mixtapes that we used to get. Okay. And like some of my boys from New York would come back after our visits or after our leaves. They would come back with mixtapes. Now I would never forget a boy who came back. His name was Doobie. He was from the Bronx, and he was like, "Yo, George." He called me George, right? He said, "Yo, George, you gotta hear this mixtape. It's Biggie Smalls, right?" And I was like, "Biggie Smalls? Like, who the fuck is Biggie Smalls?" He was like, "Yo, he gonna be the next biggest star." I'll never forget that. I said, "Look, let me borrow the mixtape." He let me borrow the mixtape. He never got it back. And that was my first time hearing Biggie Smalls on a mixtape. It was not his album, nothing off of his album, but the music of that era,
yes,
of go-go, of even the mid-90s pop, those were hits. And that music got us through all those tough times, and it really formed relationships. So yeah. I'm thinking about putting together a show that's based on that era and that time, because when I went to that military school, it was 15 guys that went to the NFL. The CEO of Under Armour was there. So it's all designed to show the guys that have come through, both the good stories and the bad. Guys that had potential, guys that didn't have potential, from different ethnicities, different backgrounds, different religions, and just I want to show the conflicts and the relationships that were forged at this military school at that particular time. So I was going to hit you up to see if you have any of those old mixtapes that I could use for footage. Yeah,
of course. I got. If I don't have per se, I know I can get them. Yeah, those are easy. Yeah. That's the easy part of it. That's easy. That's always easy. But I kind of want to be involved in that, because remember when they did that. Remember when they did that? When they did that show called BET had did it. It was they tried to do the old school 90s.
It was it was I know exactly what you're talking about. It was with oh God, what's his name? Not Trey. Mac Wiles, right? Yeah. Mac Wiles is in it.
That show showed the people, whoever did that show, they really wasn't from the 90s.
Right.
That show depicted it so bad. It didn't do good because it did the 90s wrong.
It wasn't authentic.
It wasn't authentic. It wasn't even about mix. People don't understand that mixtapes were better than the radio in the 90s.
No doubt. Exactly.
And you should do a film just like that show, but real 90s. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like, people don't understand that. People don't understand that the mixtapes took that era. That mixtape
no doubt. It wasn't just hip hop, but it was also go-go.
Oh, go-go.
Sardines and pork and beans.
Hold on.
I mean,
Let's not forget about um, um, the Baltimore music.
Yeah.
Let's not forget about the Baltimore music that was homecoming. You had to have if you DJ from New York, and I always learned this. You doing all the homecomings in Virginia, DC, Maryland, Delaware, anything down 13, down 95. You had to have go-go, and you had to have that Baltimore music. Miss Tony, God bless his dad, Miss Tony from Baltimore, Mike, the Crosby dude. You have to have Big Up for the Fat Girls. Watch out for the big girls. You have to have that music. You have to have sardines. You have to have the water dance. You have to have all that to even compete. We can play Wu-Tang, we can play Cameron, we can play all that in them times. But if you ain't have those other records,
if you ain't had an Essence,
yeah, that's another part. If you ain't have Rare Essence, they walking out.
Yeah.
I've had that. I DJ with Rare Essence, and I remember sitting in the lobby, and the girl, my man's like, "Yo, you gonna go see SNS?" He's like, "SNS? Rare Essence? Yeah, we came here to see Rare Essence." You know, SNS? What's SNS? I said, "Yeah, I gotta get my name up." That was young. This was like '92. I was like, "I gotta get my name up. I gotta get better." And I did that. And then when I did another show with Rare Essence, we both partied together. And Rare Essence followed behind me at one time, and we did a joint. We killed them. Hotel party in Virginia.
I bet, man. I bet.
That's some good times, man. So how?
Yeah, but that's what I want to do, though, man.
Let's do it. I'm with it. What's the feedback from the show? What's the feedback?
It's been good, man. Relatively good. I was a little nervous at first because you don't know how they're going to frame the story.
Yeah.
And it was like, well, you just don't know. But they've done an outstanding job over the years of doing a football life for various football players, and they really took their time with it. They really did their research. And all I had to do was just show up and tell the stories. You know, I'm glad that they got my family, and that really makes it special. Is that my mom was in it? She's still alive to tell my story.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to see it yet. I'm gonna watch it tonight. I was gonna watch it yesterday, but I got intrigued with all the games. I said, "Damn, I'm gonna tell them."
Check it out, man. My sons are playing the younger version of me.
How did your son like it? That to me, I want to know the most.
They loved it. There were some things they didn't know. You know, they didn't know about my struggle from leaving to Virginia.
Don't tell me. I want to see it.
Okay. I'll let you. We'll talk about that, but I'll say the least. They loved it, and yeah, hit me up after you watch. You tell me what you think.
Man, I'm gonna watch that tonight. I'm gonna find it. Somebody got it. YouTube got it.
You know what? Shoot me an email address. I'll email it to you.
Send me the link. Yes.
Yeah. I see the link right after we get off the phone.
Please, ladies and gentlemen, I got the great Eddie George. Thank you, bro, for. You know, I like to always talk to you. When I started the show, I called you, the first person I called, and you were the first person. Yo, I'm with it. I said I didn't want to start him off yet. I didn't want to bring him in yet. I said that's a good friend. I want to wait for a minute before I start bringing the vets in. I had you and Palacico. I had you and Palacico so far. I'm working on Cam Chancellor right now. You know, he's a Virginia guy. Virginia.
Yeah.
So Palacico, Virginia. So.
Yeah. Palacico with the Fort Union too, man. So he's a Fort Union boy, man. So yeah, it's all love, man. Anything you need, man. I'm always there for you, brother.
Always. I know that. I ain't got to worry about that. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a football thing. The great Eddie George. He will be in the Hall of Fame. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, back to It's a Football Thing with DJ SNS. I want to thank my man Eddie George, the Hall of Fame honoree, my good friend DJ Eddie George, I should say, for taking his time out to be a part of the show. Remember I said before I started the show, he was the first person I called, and I waited to have him on the show because I'm doing an opportune moment, and then his show on the football football life came out. So what better way to have my guy come on and come right after that great show. So salute you, Eddie George. Thank you for being a part of it. Let's get right to it. The blowout of the weekend, the Chargers over the Bills. Now, during the week, Bills head coach benched Tyrod Taylor. Now, I met their homie Tyrod Taylor. Good dude. He's a good dude, man. Like, met him at Super Bowl 2 years ago in San Francisco. Good dude, man. Very level-headed guy. And he showed how level-headed guy he was, towards his team. Your head coach benched you for no reason when we all know that all you had to do is stop the run, and Buffalo does not win the game. You stop the run, they can't go nowhere. They offense sucks. They're not Calvin Benjamin, but where's he at? He didn't do nothing yesterday. Like, come on. Yeah, Phillip Rivers out there looking like Joe Montana. Phillip Rivers, 20 for 32, 251 yards, 2 touchdowns. Then you let their running game just kill y'all. Melvin Gordon, 20 carries for 80 yards, he had a touchdown. Austin Eckler, 6 carries, 40 yards, and a touchdown. Y'all like Keenan Allen look like Randy Moss. Buffalo, y'all supposed to have a great defense. Y'all had Keenan Allen look like Randy Moss. 12 receptions, 159 yards, 2 touchdowns. Come on. Like, Mike Williams, he had five receptions, 38 yards in the air, but Keenan Allen balled out, man. Shout out to Keenan Allen. Y'all the Chargers looking crazy. Then y'all put this guy, Nathan Peterman, on the game. You take Tyrod Taylor out to put Nathan Peterman in the game. Now, some people want to call it a racial move. Nah, I'm not going to say it a racial move. But I'm still scratching my head. Like, why would you take Tyrod Taylor out when it's not his fault? Like, come on, if you watch football, you know how to beat the Bills. Damn, Nathan, he had 6. He went for 6 for 14, 66 yards, and 5 interceptions. Yo, how do you throw 5 interceptions? I saw a couple of them. It was tip passes. But come on, 5 interceptions? 5. Like, come on. You had to bring Tyrod Taylor in. He went for 15 for 25, 158 yards, and 1 touchdown. He had 1 rushing touchdown as well for 12 yards. LaShawn McCoy, he balled out. He had 13 carries, 113 yards, 114 yards, 1 touchdown. Tyrod Taylor, like I said, he also rushed for a touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, he killed him in the air. He had a touchdown in the air as well. Zay Jones, 68 yards. Travis Cadet, he had 39 yards, 6 receptions. Bills' offense is all right. It could be better. But y'all got to do better. Dermot, y'all got to do better, man. You should have kept Tyrod Taylor as the starter. He's your best option for quarterback. You're going to go to this guy who never played? This is what happens. Karma. 15. Karma. Karma's my new friend. Whenever something happens that's not supposed to happen, it's karma. 5 interceptions is karma. Don't ever do it again. That organization don't like Tyrod Taylor. Tyrod Taylor, you need to get up out of there. You need to get up out of there and go somewhere where they appreciate you. Go to the Jets. They need you. The Jets need you. Leave them and go to the Jets. That's my suggestion. Let's go to kind of one of the boring games. Houston against Arizona, 31-21. Houston won. Arizona, I thought your defense was a little more better than that. Your defense probably more stout than that, Arizona. Like, real talk. Y'all had Tom Savage looking like John Elway. 22 for 32, 230 yards, 2 touchdowns. Dante Foreman and Lamar Miller, a great running back tandem. 10 carries for Dante Foreman, 10 carries, 65 yards, and 2 touchdowns. But he got hurt. He's out for the season. Damn. Shout out to all my people that got injured this week. I hope we recover well to be back next year. Lamar Miller, 22 carries, 61 yards. Shout out to my peoples in Houston, my man DJ GT, JQ, High C. Those are my DJ guys, you know what I'm saying? My man Little C. Shout out to my Little C in the crew. I see you out there. My man Rob Wright. Those are my Houston guys, you know what I'm saying? Your bright star in the squad, your only bright star is he's arguably number 1 or number 2 wide receiver in the league. DeAndre Hopkins, 4 receptions, 76 yards, 1 touchdown. I like DeAndre Hopkins. That's my guy. You know what I'm saying? He's good. He's definitely one of the 1 or 2 wide receivers in the game. Bruce Ellington, 6 receptions, 63 yards. Lamar Miller had 1 touchdown for 22 yards, also in the air. Arizona with Blaine Gabbert. I mean, Blaine Gabbert didn't do bad. 22 for 34, 257 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. He didn't do bad. He played an efficient game, but I don't know. Adrian Peterson, he had 14 carries for 22 yards. I ain't gonna get it done. Come on, AP. I think it's over, AP. I'm sorry. I think it's over, AP. I saw it when you left. When you left New Orleans, you're gonna go to Arizona. I think you're gonna flourish, man. You're just digressing, man. Like you're just falling down. Father Time is coming to get you, and he's pulling at your neck. The great one, I Am Legend, Larry Fitzgerald, 9 receptions, 91 yards, 1 touchdown. Larry Fitzgerald, he broke some record this week, and I forgot the name. I forgot which record it was. I think it was 5 touchdowns. I mean, his 5th touchdown. No, number 5 in scoring, 5 in points, something like that. Reception, something like that. Since 5, no, 5th. He's 5th in receptions now. He just passed somebody, something like that. Ricky Seals-Jones, 3 receptions, 54 yards, 2 touchdowns. Arizona, your offense is okay. It's okay. You gotta get time. You gotta get that kid Brown the ball some more too. He's your speedster. He's supposed to take over the top for your tight ends to work. But I'm not a coach. I mean, I should be, but I'm not a coach. Y'all running these schemes like you don't understand. You watch the best to be the best. That's how this game is about. In the score, Houston won 31-21 over Arizona Cardinals. I'll save this one for the last. One of the games that I was kind of like saying like this game shouldn't even be tough. I shouldn't even talk about this game, but I am because I got peoples in Baltimore. Shout out to the Baltimore Ravens. They beat the Green Bay Packers 23-0. Now, before I say how good the Ravens were playing, I must say, Brett Hundley, you're not Aaron Rodgers. Stop taking 7 to 9 steps back, and then you stay there. You don't move up in the pocket. You don't do nothing. I know you can run, but you're taking 7 to 9 steps back, and you're staying there. You don't think they can get to you? Like, you got time. You gave yourself time by taking 9 steps back. Like, you went 21 for 36, 236 yards with 3 interceptions. What the hell are you doing at? What do you see when you're throwing at? I know. I played some quarterback when I was young. I played some quarterback in my teens. I know a little bit about the quarterback position. If you're gonna drop 7 steps back, watch your lanes. You're supposed to analyze where your running lanes are made available for yourself so you can take off. You're stepping back and you're looking into the air like, what are you doing? Only Aaron Rodgers can do that. I mean, Jamal Williams is the only running back I got left. 18 carries for 57 yards. Devontae Adams, he had 126 yards. He balled out. Devontae balled out. Randall Cobb and Jody Nelson, he had 5 receptions for both of them. For both of them, they only had 58 yards. These are your stars. Randall Cobb and Jody Nelson, your stars. You have 58 yards combined. On 5 receptions, you gotta get them the ball. But you can't get the ball when you take 9 steps back and you giving the ball away back to the next team. Like, what are you watching? You playing like it's Madden 93. Final score. Oh, I'm sorry. I ain't gonna do the Ravens dirty like that. I ain't gonna do the Ravens dirty. Joe Flacco, 22 for 28, 183 yards, 1 touchdown. He had an all right game. You don't know what Joe Flacco you're going to get each week either. That's why Baltimore is not going to make the playoffs. Right now, they're in the hunt of the playoffs. They're right there. They're right there. In that division, they might take that division. Baltimore's playing, their defense is playing all right. It's a little, they're all right. The running back, Adams Collins, 20 carries, 49 yards, 1 touchdown. Mike Wallace, 4 receptions, 56 yards, 1 touchdown. Jeremy Maclin, 4 receptions, 34 yards. They got to get Jeremy Maclin the ball, too. Stop trying to go deep with this Mike Williams nigga, man. Like what y'all doing, man? Adams Collins he also killed him in the air for 22 yards, 4 receptions. Green Bay, get your thing together, man. 23. You're going to wait for Aaron Rodgers to come back. By that time, they're not going to make the playoffs. Ravens defense. Shout the Suggs to the boys. They did all right. Ravens 23, Green Bay 0. Let's talk about the Detroit Lions. Detroit Lions against the Bears. Division. Is that a division game? Yeah, I think it's a division game, right? Matt Stafford played for the money yesterday. He played for the money. Matt Stafford, 21 for 31, 299 yards, 2 touchdowns. They got a great running back tandem too. Theo Reddick and Amir Abdullah. Reddick had 35 yards for 9 carries, 22 yards, 11 carries for Amir Abdullah. That's not gonna break the ice, but you got to get better than that. Y'all too good. Y'all two are great running back. Y'all complement each other. So Marvin Jones Jr. he had 85 yards on 4 receptions and a touchdown. T.J. Jones, he had 55 yards on 4 receptions. Golden Tate, he had 32 yards on 3 receptions. You gotta get Golden Tate the ball some more. Normally he's the number one threat, so they're gonna double him, and that's why Marvin Jones he flourished. Amir Abdul, he scored in the air. He's a dual running back. He got that. He can catch the ball in the backfield. He had a touchdown. Eric Ebron, 49 yards for 4 receptions. He did good too. The Bears, Mike Trubisky had 18 for 30. That's all right. 179 yards, 1 touchdown. Y'all got a great running back tandem too. Jordan Howard and Tariq Cohen. Jordan Howard had 15 carries, 125 yards and a touchdown. He balled out. Tariq Cohen, 9 carries, 44 yards and a touchdown. He did good. Adam Shaheen, 4 receptions, 41 yards, and he had a touchdown. Dontrell Inman, he had 43 yards on 3 receptions. I mean, the Bears, y'all missing something. I just can't put my hand on it. Like usually I can put my finger on exactly what a team needs. The Bears, I don't know. Anyway, the Lions beat the Bears 27-24. It was a close game. Tampa Bay and Miami. This was an up and up game. I couldn't even bet on this game because I didn't know. I don't know who was going to really take the points. It should have been an even game. Ryan Fitzpatrick, 22 for 37, 275 yards. Fitzmagic, they call him Fitzmagic. He had a little magic yesterday. 275 yards, 2 touchdowns. He had a little magic. Doug Martin, 19 carries, 36 yards. You got to do better than that, Doug Martin. You balls better than that. I know that. Now, this is where I say they have two of the most exciting wide receivers on their team, Mike Evans and Deshaun Jackson. But your offensive coordinator is not making enough effort to make routes, to create better routes, to get Deshaun Jackson free. Like, Deshaun Jackson on a slant play is unstoppable. And if the safety comes down to guard that, you got Mike Evans one-on-one with a corner. Mike Evans 6'5", I'm throwing to him all day long. There's no way in the world I'm not going to get that ball to Mike Evans. Like, real talk. But that's Tampa Bay. And you got Ryan Fitzpatrick. Jameis Wilson is still hurt. They beat up on Miami. Miami, I had Mike Evans, 92 yards, 5 receptions. Deshaun, he had 28 yards, 2 receptions, 1 touchdown. O.J. Howard, he contributed. He had a touchdown, 52 yards, 3 receptions. O.J. Howard was good too. Miami, Cutler get hurt. I think that might have been a blessing to you. Cutler 6 for 12, 83 yards and a touchdown. He had 3 interceptions. I've been asking this question for over the last 8 years. Who is Jay Cutler throwing to? And do he see double or is he seeing triple? I can't call it. Matt Moore, 17 for 28, 282 yards, 1 touchdown. Matt Moore did all right. Is he the answer? Hell no. But he did all right. Damian Williams, 10 carries, 78 yards. Kenny Stills, he balled the hell out. 7 receptions, 180 yards, 1 touchdown. That's balling out to me. Jarvis Landry, 6 receptions, 95 yards and a touchdown. He balled out. Devontae Parker, 26 yards. Y'all got exciting defenses. Exciting offense as well. Kenny Stills, Landry, and Devontae Parker balls out. There's no one that can stop them 3. The only one that can stop them is the coaches themselves call these garbage plays for them. But that's Miami. Shout to Footloose, my man Footy. He's a Miami fan. Final score, Tampa Bay 30, Miami 20. All right, the last game of the night on Sunday, Carson Wentz. They call him Wizzvania. Philly over Dallas, 37-9. This is the game of the night. Everybody was watching because they're mostly Cowboy fans. Shout out to my Philly fans out there. Free Meek Mills all day. You know how that go. Carson Wentz. He did all right. 14 for 27, 168 yards, 2 touchdowns. He played a very efficient game. He can play better than that. I've seen him play better than that. Jay Ajayi, he had 91 yards on 7 carries. LeGarrette Blount, 57 yards on 13 carries. Alshon Jeffries kind of balled down, 67 yards on 4 receptions, 1 touchdown. Brent Selleck, unstoppable. 1 reception, 28 yards. That's that's Carson Wentz. That's his favorite target when the pressure comes. Torrey Smith, 3 receptions, 28 yards, 1 touchdown. That Philly defense, though, I called it in the beginning of the season. I said Philly's defense and Philly's offensive line is going to be the best in the league. Everybody laughed at me. People laughed at me. People said, you know what you're talking about? I know my football, man. You're gonna listen to me sometime. This is why I have a show right here. It's a football thing, cause I know my shit, man. You know what I'm saying? As far as Dallas is concerned, Dallas Cowboys. Dak Prescott had the worst game of his life. 18 for 31, 145 yards, 3 interceptions. Dak, my boy, come to the table. I gotta ask you a question. Who the hell you was throwing at? Like, I don't know, who the hell was you throwing at? Again, you took another, you're taking 7-step drops. Sometimes you took about 4 steps, but you're a runner as well. Watch your running lanes so you can have an escape if everybody's covered. That's just how the best do. Ask Michael Vick. Ask Randall Cunningham. You know what I'm saying? Ask the best running back quarterbacks, they'll tell you. You know what I'm saying? Alfred Morris, he's had a very good game, 17 carries for 91 yards. Ross Smith, 8 carries for 11 yards. Yeah. Des Bryant, 8 receptions, 63 yards. I gotta get Des the ball a little more. Terrence Williams, 4 receptions, 35 yards. He did all right. You gotta get Des the ball a little more. You gotta create some type of. I know it's all about Zeke, and y'all want Zeke to start off, but Dez is your super weapon. When the running game ain't working, give the ball to Dez. Do something. Have Beasley run across the field more just to get Dez one-on-one. Like, y'all crazy. Y'all need, and what's happening is that y'all got Witten sitting there blocking so many times. You got Witten blocking so that they can keep the pressure off of Dak. His production's going down. Y'all need Witten. Y'all need Witten. Y'all need that tight end. If you gave him no tight end, that's what happened to him. I mean, like, what are y'all doing? Final score, Philly over Dallas, 37-9. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm done. It's a football thing with DJ SNS. Thank you for tuning in. As always, like I said, I had the great Eddie George on the show today. Very exciting show. Once again, always tune in to thenetstation.com. You can watch the show. Look out for the times the show will be on. Hit me up on Instagram at DJ SNS, at It's a Football Thing, DJ SNS. Hit me up on Facebook, same thing, DJ SNS Harlem. It's a Football Thing, DJ SNS on Facebook as well. Follow the station, LLC, on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? And, give us your input on what you like about the show and what you don't like about the show. And I want to let y'all know I'm here for y'all, all right? DJ SNS, I'm gone. Salute.